Toto, we're not in Baton Rouge anymore. Let it snow on the LSU top. Baker from Nevada, along with Reed and Williams, two very talented young players. In the lane, Williams scores the surprise starter. There's an early block. McLeod winning that portion of the matchup, and it leads to a Taylor three.
And it leads to a transition big for him if he can find that line early.
Baker given a whole lot of space, and Baker rims out another second. Here's Bell, puts it on the deck, left it right to McLeod. Three-point shooter is crowded. They want to crowd him, make him put it on the deck. He has to there. Mintz late in the shot clock, drills it. That's it.
Darling. But I think if you're Matt McMahon, you can live with that three early from Judah Mintz. It's his penetration you're concerned about.
Reed steps inside on Taylor and scores it. The transfer. Starling right through the hands of McLeod. Bell feeds Taylor, and the shot clock reset, which it should not have. Head to himself. Stewart. Baker will go to work on McLeod now, and McLeod smothers him, but is caught for Syracuse lead early, and Mintz is on the deck to punch it to Bell. He's got the big man McLeod running the floor, and McLeod stuffs it. Defenses in terms of steals in the country, both very aggressive on the ball. Shot fake by Bell, puts it on the deck, and McLeod is there to try to. They can use it. And they still have right open as McLeod was late to get back. It leads to a three buried by the sophomore team.
But that's what Ward does.
10 for 22 on his season. Starling, McLeod fouled on the dunk attempt. Starling. Syracuse is 4 on 5 for a moment there. Mintz will take it in strong anyway, and the Orange continue. And LSU is deep in the shot clock with Baker calling for it. They're not using the screen. Deep in the clock, it's Ward, a contested jumper is not close. An over dribble by Starling leads to a turnover for Ward. On the run, here's Baker. Right now, Kyle Cuff, the Kansas transfers in the game. Benny Williams and Malik Brown off the bench for Syracuse as well. Mintz trying to... Derek Fountain's on the floor for the first time for LSU. Trey Hannibal as well, and Hannibal muscles it in.
Zone here from Syracuse, out of the timeout.
LSU very late to get into the teeth of this 2-3, and into this Syracuse team that is fueled by second-year players and a steal. A takeaway and a break. Stewart stuffs it. Carlos Stewart. Game has not seen too many fouls whistled, just one against SU so far. Right through the body of Cuff. There's the second foul as Cuff. Faster paced, as you said, for Syracuse. Still a team finding an identity. 7 games into the Adrian Autry era. LSU with 4 reserves in the game right now, along with Stewart. Right, nice drop off. Fountain finishes. Hopping into traffic. Fountain's there for another offensive rebound for the Tigers. Somehow there was not a tie-up or a...
Zone them the entire second half. I think zone is good against LSU.
4.5 without a point for Syracuse. That drought is over. Tigers just 1 for 7 from 3 in the game. 8 for 22 overall. Another missed 3, and Reed cleans it up. The 9th offense. Too strong. Right with the rebound. Look at the tempo LSU's trying to play with. Right again. Williams high points at an LSU. A little bit of a different tone without him. They run the offense more through this guy, Baker. All denied by McLeod and Taylor.
And so you miss that experience, the scoring, the ball handling, the decision-making, late game stuff, late shot clock stuff. He's just a dynamic scorer.
Teams do not have to make the information public as well as to why they apply for certain waivers. So as Mintz draws in the big win over Chaminade, more of a facilitator. 5 assists, only took 3 shots. And he has been the scorer for Syracuse this year.
At LSU, 6'10" with guard skills.
McLeod with a catch. McLeod over Dean. A whole lot. Mintz eschews the McLeod screen, and Mintz is fouled again. Rebound. Usually that ends with another miss, though, for the Tigers. Right. And there's a make. LSU without Damian Collins, a 6'10 junior from Kentucky. Dean getting some more minutes in his stead. And Dean turns with 2 to play and 10 to shoot. Why not Mintz again as the go-to guy? It's inside the Brown. It's a field goal.
Taylor, the shooter, you can't leave him. Leaves Brown wide open.
Brown defending on Reed. That foul. Whip. No good on a 3. Brown high flying deflection. And Mintz will throw it right to Reed. LSU always looking to run. The Reed is stopped by the... Here's a 3.
Word.
Wilkinson missed it. Here's Mintz up ahead. And Mintz... Clock is off for the final possession of the half. Mintz will handle. Mintz guarded by Hannibal. Gets in the lane, out for Taylor. Missed a 3, and that's the end of the first half.
Bill Baker going if you're LSU.
How about on this side of the floor for Syracuse? What needs to change? That would be a good idea. Judah Mintz backing it in. Out of the hand of Williams. LSU 12 for 35, 34% in the first half. It just 1-3 as a team, 1 for 12, 1 for 13. Williams. And Baker throws it away. Mintz probing. Lost the dribble. Back for Starling. 6 to shoot. It's Mintz. All kinds of space. He books it from 3. A high 5 for Ward. Trey Hannibal off the bench. Into the corner. Step in for Wright. McLeod is there. Wright lays it up and Wright scores it. Jordan Wright. Starling. McLeod with a tip. No.
Comfortable. And again, they're not this refined offensive team.
A steal for Starling. He's got Mintz running with him. Starling trying to take it himself.
Out of a charge. I think we're erring more on the side of the block and missing some charges.
Hannibal off the offensive rebound, scores it. Trey Starling. He is not a three-point shooter. He'll drive it. He'll lose it. Hannibal the takeaway. Good minutes for him. Here's Tyrone Ward. He lays it up, and LSU's back within 9. Hannibal's given LSU a spark off the bench. Ward keeps deep. That's a little better now. Ball movement-wise for the Tigers. 6'10 fronts him. Lost the dribble. Taylor, they lost him. He does not make LSU pay. And McLeod and Bell, 16 made field goals. They are giving Taylor lots of space. A late closeout, a drive by Copeland. And the first basket for somebody other than... Just 4 bench points for Syracuse in the game. A deep 3 is good for Jordan Wright. Bell, that's the spot. Mintz miss, but saved by Brown. Copeland shovels for Bell. Taylor didn't take it. Bell will take it. Bell will make it.
You know, it's his program now, but he's trying to do it with a young team, to what you were saying a moment ago.
Hannibal tied up, that's a jump ball.
Body language doesn't give you a lot. You know, Chris Bell, sometimes you wonder what he's thinking. He can shoot, though.
For 18 from deep. They are not a good three-point shooting team typically, and they have not been tonight. Mintz again penetrating. And
Syracuse is taken out of the game.
Taylor denied. There's Baker. The good defense, and Bell gets the recovery. Copeland behind the back. A little dipsy-do. His dad passed away. Young man who's been through absolutely the worst you could be. As Taylor hits a 3, we get to spend 1. And thrown away by Ward. Another turnover. 15 for LSU. Copeland. Bell. Basket, no. Brown's tip-in is there. Trying to break down Fountain in the lane. Swatted out by Brown, who gets his hands on so many basketballs. And Chris Bell connects at the end. And there's Copeland, active hands again. This time it didn't work out for him. And Tyrone Ward finishes, but only 3 per game. There's a telegraph pass by Copeland. Take away for Stewart. And he feeds Fountain. 0-9 last year. And they are in an abyss here in the Dome. Reed Posting up Brown. Offside iron. And it's Taylor. Another telegraph pass. And this time it's a finish for Jordan Wright.
You know, I think Pittsburgh, if, you know, coming off of what they did last year, I mean, how is he still wide open? You know, if we're in a pickup game and a guy has 3 threes, you know, somebody's saying, get on that guy. I don't know how he's still open.
How about if he has 5? Well, Panthers trying to go back-to-back in the NCAA tournament under Jeff Capel. Mintz, fake the pass, drives it, and scores it. He's hit. Inside Mintz. And a takeaway. Brown got a hand to it again. Brown got fouled tonight. Benny Williams getting some late minutes for Syracuse. A closeout on Bell finally. But Bell will just do that. He'll score it off the... Mintz with 31. He and Bell have combined for 51. Mintz, as long of steps as you can get, make it 33. The air's out of the shot clock for Mintz. He'll set up Williams, who is off target for 3. Nathan Brown. Williams, Brown, and another takeaway. Here comes Ward, and Ward is denied. What an early impressive marker this is going to be for Adrian Autry's team. 3 home wins as Williams buries it from deep. The Oranges up the LSU side, which is a couple of close losses late to Nichols and Dayton. Some tough last-second losses, but a more encouraging start from this. I know it's early in the season, so there's plenty of time to figure it out.
They've got to hang their hat on defense, and I think what you saw tonight is they really struggled to guard the ball.
Advantage ACC. Mississippi State knocked from the ranks of the unbeaten by Georgia Tech. 1-0 ACC as a strong finish comes here for Hannibal. 60. Bell with 20 points, 5 off a career high tonight. Here's Williams. Loss on the road as a program for Syracuse. An explosive 40 minutes, particularly in the second half. ACC SEC challenge. Syracuse swamps LSU with a huge second half. His head coach. A lot more great college basketball to come tonight. First, we'll send you to Kevin the Gang in the studio.